Okay, so this video is just kind of used to I want to show you guys all the sneaks right now. Everything that has been shown, but is not currently in the game. Alright, and obviously the big star of this video is Don Lorenzo. Dude, he looks super cool, but not because he's like, oh, his shots are super good. Oh, all that, everyone's like, oh, he's super strong. It's because he's a super defense style character, which I think is finally we need more different variation style types for this game. So Don Lorenzo being one to sort of pioneer the defense style. I know, it's really cool. I'm just going to show you guys everything. Not only Don Lorenzo, but some other stuff that you either might have forgotten about or not seen that I'm personally really excited for. So before the video, I ask you really nicely, please subscribe. It means the world to me, and I start jumping in my chair whenever someone does subscribe. Other than that, I don't want to waste your time any longer. Let me show you everything. So just to clarify, this is the Azure Latch TRELLO, and the TRELLO's great because it literally has everything about the game you need to know, while also having some fun little bits and bobs here. But what we want to come over to is right here, sneak peeks. This is where almost everything that is has been shown or in the works or just anything that's been mentioned is here. Also, say thank you to the Trello managers and the Trello contributors. They've put together this really great Trello. So probably one of the ones which I think I'm the most excited for, apart from Don Lorenzo, would be the rain and snow atmosphere. Personally, I think this would absolutely make the game so much cooler to play. Imagine you ult and it's match point, it's overtime and it starts raining and you ultimate and it's bro, that would seem cool. All I'd want to know is how it would look with cinematics and shots and some ultimate moves. But other than that, I think people are underrating this one. I think this would make the game feel so cool, in my opinion. So this one, I'm actually really excited to see this one in the game. I don't know why, just raining and snowing atmosphere would just be I don't know, I'll start jumping if that gets added in the next update. But obviously, the big one, right? Ace Eater Don Lorenzo. There's a video here posted by the game creator himself, which is basically just him using Don Lorenzo. So I'm gonna mute it just because I'm not sure if it's thinking or not. But I'm just gonna go over this really quickly because this is just gameplay, how he kind of works. You see, that's a dribble move. That looks like a pass move. We can go into this further in depth. We've got that move, which is really sick, which is similar to Nagi's control, but more defensive as it activates way quicker. But we can go into it better here. So here's his base move set. The first move is zombie dribble, which as we can see here, it literally is a dribble move where you keep the ball and you do all your weird zombie blah 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 blah. And it has iframes. This looks really overpowered because not only does it travel for 3 tiles, which is a huge distance to travel. It's just has iframes whilst doing it. That is really strong. I cannot say how strong a 3 tile movement speed is. So Don Lorenzo is not only gonna be impossible to score on, but he's also gonna be impossible to tackle. And then also, he's a team player. For example, Undead Crash is, it looks similar to Size Perfect Pass, to be honest. So, have the ball and a teammate, that's the requirements. It has iframes, and it really quickly passes it to a teammate, it looks. So, that's something definitely to keep out for. Next one is Defensive Stance, which hasn't been shown yet as a move, but we can infer it has iframes as it's literally called defensive stance. My best guess is that is a counter defensive stance that literally sounds like a counter or something similar along those lines. So I want to see what that's going to be, but we're going to have to wait. Next one is the one everyone keeps seeing, which is Horrific Intercept, which honestly, these devs are cooking with the move names. So this one literally works almost similar to Nagi, except for this one can be used more aggressively to defend, whilst Nagi's control is more used for dribbling and his variant shot move, but it has been used in front of the net to save goals. This one is specifically more towards defense, saving. So that is honestly an insane combo. Imagine having both a goalkeeper, Nagi, and a Don Lorenzo, 3 people in goalkeeper box. You will never score. That is an insane combo. We don't know what the Awakening moveset is yet, but what we do have is the Awakening animation. As you can see, just cold. The Azure Latch animations are so cool. So, tips over, and then obviously the special lines, give me money. Like, this is super sick. So Don Lorenzo, he's gonna be a guy to be scared of. Like, this guy looks like you'll never get the ball from him. He'll pass the teammates perfectly, and he'll also just, any ball you have is just gone. He's just tackling it. So like Magnus and like Rin's curve shot are probably like the most at danger here, because those are curve shots which goalkeepers struggle with most, but people with like moves like this could easily get. Dude, we don't have anything for his ultimates yet, but that's all the moves we have so far, which in my opinion, he already looks insane. Though, don't fret, we're not gonna get world-class characters every single time now like Blue Lock Rivals. This is, they announced this in the Discord, I'm not sure where though, that they said, oh wait a minute, that's Jimpy in the back, I just noticed. But they did say that they're not gonna work on any more world-class characters for a while after Don Lorenzo is released. So they're gonna go to more common characters, which sounds like that could be something like Chigiri or Bachira. Those sound like common characters in my opinion. So something along those lines. We could just see the lesser insane world-class characters being like produced and released, which would be really sick. Then we have Oliver IQ, which we only know a tiny bit about. We don't know about any of his moves, what his awakening are, but what we do have is a Oliver IQ snake model, which has been like kind of leaked in game. There's also like a place you can, there's a little asset like placeholder outside the map where the snake was found, but also for some weird glitch before it was found on the map. This is literally all we know about Oliver IQ, but I wouldn't be surprised if they've already got quite a lot of stuff that they've animated in the back. They just haven't shown it yet because they want to surprise people. But Oliver IQ would be insane. And then we have Bachira, which is unconfirmed. These are just like kind of, these are characters which are pretty highly will be added, but are unconfirmed, but like they're kind of up there in terms of they are high picks. And then Kiora Jin was apparently something they might have worked on at a time, but took the back. So you see one of the developers here, I'm not sure, from what I know, this developer's no longer with them. They went to do their own projects, so I might be completely wrong. I don't see them on the thing. They apparently might have worked on Kiora a bit, and they even sneaked like one of the moves, but that's as much as we know as Kiora being a character. And because it was a developer that was animating it, but now it's doing something else, it's a bit up in the air whether that's still like something they're working on. I doubt this is something they've continued to work on, but I could always be wrong. But that is still interesting to know. And then we have some of the really cool stuff. For example, this was sneaked a while ago. Nagi's possible reawakening, like not reawakening, but just awakening rework. So this would be really cool. And my idea here, as you can see, he takes the pose. The skull would probably go somewhere around on the right of him, like the massive skull. It'd be cool because Nagi's awakening right now is like super simple. There's nothing too catchy about it. It's just the camera pans down as he's like got the skull behind him. So something a bit more flashy would be nice to see. So it'd be interesting to see where this goes. This was sneaked very recently as well, like literally today. A possible Shido awakening rework, which is much needed. Because Shido right now, his awakening is like 2 seconds long and it just goes to his foot, spins around and shows his face. That's it. Something a bit more flashy for Shido would be like super welcomed. But this, I'm excited to see what they're going to do with this. Obviously this is a work in progress, like a sneak. So there's definitely a lot more effects that can be added, such as the circles around the foot, everything. But it's a good like starting point. It's an idea of what Shido's like new awakening rework could be. I just love how often these devs go back and rework older characters to make them way cooler. And talking about reworks, a possible secret awakening for Asagi would be sick. This is a 3-second scene from the U20 match where right before the Rin and Sai matchup, Asagi stops for a minute and notices all the pieces slowly falling down, which is symbolic of the pieces falling into place. So this looks super cool as like a secret awakening, or maybe even a move, maybe just something, but this looks sick. I don't know why, but I love this scene so much in the match, even though it was like 2 seconds right before like the big main Rin and Sai matchup. I just love how it shows Asagi's the pieces falling into place. So doing this in game would be sick. So this is something I'm actually kind of hyped for as well. We also have something that was leaked a while ago as well, which I even got myself. I was the first one to see this. It's really smart, and we talked about it then, but this is when Asagi tells Chigiri to move it as he's trying to score in the final seconds of the the final seconds of the match. And so what this could be is some sort of Asagi move, maybe. I doubt it'd be an awakening. No clue what it could be. Overtime awakening is possible as well. It's a Chigiri and like Asagi interaction, so maybe Chigiri is also a character that the developers are thinking about adding. I'm not sure how this would be implemented, because would it be like a special interaction if 2 characters, or like is it something completely different? I'm not sure. This one is really hard to know, but still it's something really cool to keep in the back of your mind. Another thing for Asagi is his like direct volley 2-gun thing. What was it called again? 2-gun volley rework. Yeah, this is sick, because right now in the game there's no effects. It's just 2 guns that appear. Even though it still looks really cool, this looks way cooler. The effects, the speed lines, the 2 guns, the different colors, this looks way cooler. I would love to see this in game, because this just looks sick. And I mean, there's not much to say about this. It's just the 2-gun volley rework. Because the one in game right now is this one. And whilst it still look cool, the effects are cool, there's not much going on with the guns and like colors and whatnot. And so this just looks so cool, like way cooler. Possibly the best 2-gun volley that I've seen on Roblox as well. Then we've got what look to be MVP animations. For example, Demon King Asagi would be super cool. What he did recently in the manga after he finally won against PXG and showed the clown Kaiser and everyone Rin. Everyone was just like, bro, this guy's too sick. But an MVP animation for that would be sick. I would probably use that. But then again, there's also this one which could be an MVP animation with this declaration, as you can see here from the anime. I would probably also use that as well. Like every Asagi like celebration is just peak. So the fact that they've got so much, like, there's so many sneaks here, by the way. Like we're coming near the end, but still there's so much more to show. But stuff like this that they've sneaked but haven't added into the game yet. They've got, I swear this game has like backlogged of like completed stuff. But dude, that would be awesome as well. And then maybe another MVP animation, and this one seems really sick, is where you get like a random player on the enemy team, or maybe the player who has the least goals or just the least performance, and you who scored the most and got MVP, you then grab them and do the how's it feel to be the clown in my story thing. Like a 2-person MVP would be sick. People have talked about this as well. I constantly hear it about the game saying, oh, add like 2-player MVP animations, like for the best 2 players on the team. But what if we did the opposite and got the best player of one team who won and the worst player of the other team who lost and recreated this? I think that's a great idea. Just to be like toxic with this type of stuff every time you win. How's it feel to be the clown in my story? Would be an awesome MVP animation. Like I might actually use this one. If this is real, and you get to just like disrespect the other team, obviously I'm using this, dude. Like what? This is another MVP animation that was sneaked as well. Barrow's like celebration from the U20 match. This one is also sick. I can see a lot of people using this. The effects look awesome. All the wind, the zoom in, how he's got his t-shirt off. This is the reason why he's like got his t-shirt on, is because the devs didn't know which muscles to use. But you know, an MVP animation for this is also sick. And I mean, what else can I say? It just looks cool. Like this is what we need. This is just cool stuff. Next we have whatever this is. No idea. Mercy is sneaking. Maybe this is the Gritty, guys. This is the Gritty. Gritty's coming to Azure Latch. Spread the word. Other than that, there's pretty simple sneaks down here. For example, like a Hall of Fame. A Hall of Fame in the game would be really cool. To show artwork or just like top players, stuff like that. It would be nice to walk around a bit of more of a place in before you get into the game. Lelouch v Britannia mod spec, I don't know. Lelouch v Britannia mod spec confirmed by me. This will maybe happen if Am accepts the deal. That's just silly stuff, completely up to the devs if you want to add that. No clue why Beer is here, bro. Why is he aura farming in the TRELLO? That's pretty much all the sneaks so far. The TRELLO is like updated constantly, and the people who run it are like super great. They're super nice. I've met them. So I'll put the TRELLO in the description. I highly recommend you use it, not only for learning about the game, but seeing like recent sneaks, but also sneaks that you might have missed, because there's some stuff the devs post which they don't outright ping everyone. They like hide it away. So there's a lot of stuff in here to laugh at as well. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. It means a ton. Join the Discord in the description, Roblox group. What else have I got as well? I've got so much stuff. Just please, it means the world. But yeah, I've been rambling on for like how long now? 17 minutes of ramble. Ooh, what editing to go through. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.